Where's that hustling and bustling city noises and the noise of struggle, noise of the slowing down heartbeat of the human population? Today, all of this is ignored as our values are drawn to the shopping center down at Westfields here, as well as to the Apple store, to the iMac, to the iWatch, to the iPad, to the iPhone, when we've got all of this to learn from. Well, if the society and the humanity is not willing to make an effort to be out here, because it does take quite a bit of your energy that you could actually utilize to burn some of what I'm gaining in the last month or so, the fat content in my body. I could reduce all of that by walking this beautiful sound of the water stream running the way down to the Bay of San Francisco. Having said that, not just walk the perimeter road, but walk down and walk in the history of this great island on the great Pacific coast of the United States. The sights that you will not see unless you come here on your own or with a group, or how you get here is down to you. How you learn is very much how you relate yourself to the Mother Nature and to this great history of this west coast of the United States. When I say that I'm walking alone in this beautiful island today, yet would have been great amount of pain and distance suffering and distance pains since a great many Oriental immigrants landed on this very piece of land. Prior to that, the Spaniards who came here, leaving behind their great nation. And today, I am here to walk the history and the great ancestral past of the very many humans who came here to build all of that, from Golden Gate Bridge to the rich communities and beautiful settlements like Tiburon and Sausalito and so on. Here I am at the Stuart point of the Angel Island here in San Francisco Bay Area. Angel Island with Chiron. I just stamped on some duck. Ooh, look. Keep your eyes peeled, otherwise you might end up in a pile of shit. Well, never mind, it's the nature. Beautiful, don't you think? Not so beautiful when you see this, when people do this. Throwing off those ferries that are crossing this Bay Area. Bottles and cans, chocolate drink can. Look. I mean, how ludicrous and ridiculous are the human beings can be, and negligence and ignorance and arrogance on the part of being a human, horrendously out of character, horrendously out of order, to mistreat our beautiful nature. evaporating, moist over that roof. Just beautiful, right? Yes. The man-made roof is reacting to the nature's neutral part of its time. Yes, as the sun hitting that roof, heating the tile, the surface of that tile, the moisture that is retained in that tile is evaporated to neutralize or even out the temperature. And that is a beautiful sight. To me, this is where my eyes always gets attracted to. The nature's possibilities to make all things balance, and even with that sun giving us light, energy and heat, it never lives for itself or uses any of it. It is for us to be creative and be useful as human beings, to use that steam to heat up your food, heat up, insert that vapor back into the house to bring in the right natural climate without any artificiality. How beautiful is this? Especially when there's no other humans other than the wildlife. Tamed wildlife, I should say. This parade ground of an old military garrison, the West Point of Angel Island. I'm taking back some history. Nourishing the mind and spirit. The Chapel of St. Mary was built by the army in 1876 and served as a place of worship and as a schoolhouse for children. One of the chaplains of this post, Lieutenant Colonel Allensworth, retired from the US Army in 1906 as the highest ranking African American officer, was the chaplain. Gone from harming and serving the nation as a military officer to a chaplain, reaching out to a spirit world. How can you be in a spirit world when you're being trained to become such a destructive force within your mind and your spirit that you had? Yes, there was such. It's not possible for human to thrive or to blossom as we restrict their possibility as to what they really want to be. That Lieutenant Colonel would have loved to have been a humanist or a person who cared for the human. The possibilities that he had at the time was not allowed him to blossom or to fully contribute his potential to the humanity. And that's what happens.